My name's Scott Hildebrand. I have been admitted to practice in Washington since 2008, previously admitted to practice in California in 2007. I am a general business practitioner doing mostly real estate. I do a lot of landlord-tenant work as well as transactional real estate type work. I'm in Sammamish, Washington, which is, as we like to say, 2 lakes east of Seattle. I am not a traditional graduate with a 4-year degree and go to law school type attorney. I had a fairly robust career in politics and as a lobbyist for some time. After I graduated from college, I was in graduate school at Clemson in the PhD program. I didn't finish that program, but I worked in politics and got involved as a lobbyist and discovered that to be a really good lobbyist, you should probably have a law degree. So I went back, got a law degree, and found myself in a situation where I could use the law degree to my advantage. So I went and established my own law practice and have been in the independent practice of law for about 8 years at this point. What I really have a passion for is counseling, and a lawyer is not just a lawyer. Technically speaking, we are attorneys and counselors at law. And I find that the law is intimidating for a lot of people. They've either been served with a legal notice or they have discovered that they need to file suit on something or they have some kind of a legal dispute and they just have nowhere to go and they don't understand what steps to take. And I really pride myself on the ability to communicate with people in an understandable manner so that when they're done talking with me on an initial consult, they understand from a layperson's perspective what it is that they're up against, what it'll take to get to the finish line, and hopefully I can coach them along the way to get them to a place that they'll be satisfied with. I'm a communicator. I think I'm an effective communicator, so I want to understand what it is that you're up against. So I'm a good listener. I think I ask the right questions. I draw out what it is that a client's goals are before we move forward, and then helping the client understand what it is that I'm doing each step of the way, contextually what it means for them, and communicating with them effectively to get them to a place that they're satisfied with. Understanding that oftentimes clients don't finish a lawsuit or a dispute exactly where they want to be, but hopefully I help them get to the best place that they can be in given circumstances. Number one, when they call me. They're going to interact with me. I don't have paralegals. I don't have legal assistants. I don't have secretaries. You're not going to be leaving messages with someone else. You're always talking to me. That can be kind of a double-edged sword because when I get busy, sometimes it stacks up. But my advantage in the marketplace, I think, is the personal service, is the lack of layers between me and the client. And you're always going to get a direct communication and you're going to get a direct answer whenever possible. As a solo practice, I practice out of my house and I answer my cell phone when the cell phone is on me and I'm not doing anything else. So I am somebody that if you have a pressing legal issue and it happens to be 8 o'clock at night on a Wednesday, go ahead and give me a call and I may answer the phone because I'm just hanging around and that's my cell phone and that's what I do, which is one of my, I think, competitive advantages to the folks downtown who work 9 to 5 and you're likely to get a paralegal or you're likely to get a legal assistant. You're not likely to talk to the attorney. I can be reached at Scott, SCOTT, Hildebrand, HILDE, brand, BRAND, 22 at gmail.com. I can be reached via phone at 206-605-8874. And it's a challenge sometimes, but if you leave me a message, I try to return those calls no later than the end of the next business day. So if you haven't heard from me in a business day, that means that I either didn't get the message or I have somehow misplaced it or something. So feel free to follow up.